some of our neighbors can't go home after that devastating explosion at a Gaithersburg apartment complex.
Yeah, at this hour, fire crews are still trying to figure out what caused all of this.
Tonight, the next steps for families who lost everything and how you can help.
Plus, brand new reporting on where the investigation goes from here. Live from the district, this is WUSA 9 News at 11. Let's get started. Yeah, and take a look at this now. This is brand new video from that scene just into our newsroom tonight. More than 12 hours after that huge explosion and fire, police and firefighters are still at that apartment complex. Why? Well, they're watching the hot spots and making sure another fire doesn't spark again overnight. Thank you for being here with us at 11 o'clock. I'm Lorenzo Hall.
I'm Leslie Foster. You know, your heart just breaks for everyone who lives in that complex. So many of our neighbors' lives are forever changed tonight.
Yeah, here are 3 things you need to know about this investigation at this hour. Fire officials say at least a dozen people are hurt. Some families are staying in a shelter tonight, and investigators are still trying to make contact with people who live in one of the apartments.
Tonight, we've got the kind of coverage you've come to expect from this team. Katie Lusso is looking out for your safety with reminders we all need to hear. Serena Marshall has new insight on where the investigation heads next. And Casey Nolan is outside the apartment as fire crews try to figure out what happened.
Yeah, he'll start us off tonight live from the Potomac Oaks condominiums on Quince Orchard Boulevard in Gaithersburg. Casey.
There are still people from one condo who are unaccounted for. As you can see behind me, crews are here now with heavy equipment trying to peel back this rubble. They've already been through with canines. They've seen no sign of anyone here. So the hope is the people who are unaccounted for were not here when this happened. At the same time, 24 families are without a home. Several of their neighbors are in the hospital, including children. If the aftermath looks like a bomb went off, neighbors say it felt like that too.
Ponen una bomba en algo así, le hacen boom.
Oh no.
Just before 9 Wednesday morning, a massive explosion sent those who could running for cover at this Gaithersburg condo complex off Quince Orchard Boulevard.
All units responding. Reports of a building explosion with people trapped.
With neighbors trapped, flames spreading, and firefighters still on their way,
We have a female with a baby on the 3rd floor balcony.
some neighbors ran toward the flames.
Y habían personas adentro.
Lillian Mendez shot this video of Linson Matute Mendez headed back inside, where he says he was able to help 3 injured adults out through the blinding smoke,
This man was saving lives.
including a mother and her baby. At first, he says he thought the baby was dead in his arms, only to see it revive in the fresh air. The baby and its mother were among the 10 taken to the hospital, including 4 children. 2 of the adults are said to be in critical condition.
It is too early to make conclusions, too early to make information about what caused this.
Fire officials say natural gas was feeding this fire, but they have not said if the gas caused the explosion. The Montgomery County Fire Chief says the building management says it has had no complaints about gas in the past 2 weeks.
But this is not the first time.
But the fire department was called to this complex back in September for a gas leak in one of the units in the blast zone.
The fire department did not call Washington Gas on that incident because it was a problem with the appliance.
The fire chief says in that case the leak was stopped and the tenant was told to fix the appliance. Now, city, county, and federal investigators are trying to determine what caused this devastation.
Now, with this, I'm not safety. I think so I'm going to move because I feel I got 2 children.
There's a shelter set up nearby. The Red Cross is helping those without a home tonight. The fire chief says his crews will be here throughout the night to make sure this fire doesn't kick up again. Police will also be here for security. And we're told this investigation really won't get going until daylight. And Leslie, again, they are still trying to track down and make contact with the people in one of these units that was destroyed.
We can only hope for the best in that situation, Casey, as we wait for answers there. Well, that shelter space that Casey just mentioned is the activity center at Boer Park. So many people need help right now. Some of them have lost everything. So if you want to do something, take out your phone. I know you're laying down, but you've got the phone near you. Scan this QR code. It's right here on the screen. It won't take long. The official fundraiser for Montgomery County's housing partners, Making Home Possible, has a website where you can donate right now. The county says 100% of the money raised will go to the people affected by this explosion. Keep this QR code up on the bottom of your screen. We'll have it there for you for the next few minutes, and you can go ahead and scan it when you're ready.
Yeah, neighbors will certainly need our help. All right.